Wow.
Invitation to our Northside Kiwanis group. We are a lively group that meets at 7 a.m. They're called the Early Risers, and we have a lot of entertaining speakers, and we would just love to have anybody come out and join us for a free breakfast and hear our program.
Join us.
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 Join us. Join us.
Únete, por favor.
Join us.
Join us, please.
And each of you will get a smaller token for your desk or your office or what have you. So we'll put those over here. In addition, we have gift cards for Sheila's Restaurant. Each of you will get a $100 gift card. Let's hear it. Now, we have a little glitch. Well, first of all, here's our winners. Okay, so number one team did a great job. We kept looking in the back, and those three balloons kept standing there. So, awesome job. So, Bonnie, do you want to come up?
Sure.
We have, I think we had two balloons standing, and they were both popped, right? So we have two teams that came in second. So this team back here and one over here. Okay, we have 3 movie passes.
So maybe there's a tiebreaker word, Bob, that we need to give these to.
Okay, I think so. All right, we're gonna.
With his assistant over here who's full-time in celebration, Manny Munoz. Everybody, great hand for Manny Munoz. And you probably saw Anthony when he checked in out front, and every other Kiwanis that worked tonight. Thank you so much. All of you spectators, you were very kind to come. And as I said before, I'm out here, and we're going to turn it over to our director and our producer, Bob Cunningham.
Here's the Tallahassee Northside Kiwanis Club coffee cup. Tastes particularly good out of there. I wish they didn't have the made in China label on the bottom. It is what it is. Good enough because you can figure out how to do that. Thank you. Do you have any business cards? Or
I do have some, and then if you
inspire others to find theirs. You can't help me find mine until you find yours. Then you're in a position to lead. So, let me ask you, for Kiwanis Northside, who are some of your community trustees? Do you know people who have had impact? Do you know people with whom the community has rallied around because of what they offer? They may not have been a member here, but aren't there people in Tallahassee community that you would say is a community trustee? Would everybody agree? Y'all know any of those people?
We need to.
Absolutely. We had a laundry list of them with class 35, and for that particular exercise, all of them were passed away. They had made their impact, and they had passed away. But guess what? When they were living, they were building their legacy as a community trustee. Community trustee. That's the challenge for all of us this morning. Thank you so much for inviting me.
yes, exactly. Elaine, we have time for questions. So.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Would you tell me the name of that authors of that book that you were mentioning, the Leadership Challenge?
Kouzes, Kouzes, and Posner, Posner, the Leadership Challenge.
Thank you.
Elaine,
Yes.
are you a native born in Tallahassee?
No, I'm not. I'm from Ocala, Florida.
Okay. That's not that far.
so long now, I feel like one. Yes.
Mickey said you had a career at FDLE.
Yes.
Could you tell us what you did there?
Sure. At FDLE, well, let me just tell you a little bit about me since he didn't. He hadn't kept up. Yeah, he needs to know. I started my career as a school psychologist in Leon County Schools. And from there, I went to FDLE, and I started out there as a research and training specialist. And I met the HR director, and they asked the question, you know, what is your career goals? What are you going to do? And I was young. I mean, I said, well, probably too flippantly, I think I'd like your job. And it was about 2 years later, she left and I got her job. So I became the HR director and then kind of went up through the ranks. I ended up being a deputy director for the crime laboratories.
Okay.
And then
Bob Cummings is a member of our group.
who is?
Bob Cummings.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yes. Bob.
He goes away in the summer to North Carolina, but he's
All
normally
right.
here during the.
Yeah, he was over criminal investigations and then, while I was there even.
Right.
So I became the first female director at FDLE. So that was interesting. Fun. Well,
Just an add-on to that, being a school teacher for 27 years, it's not necessarily single-parent homes, but parenting in general.
I agree with that, 100%. Especially, parenting today is not parenting 20 years ago. We all know that. At least I know it real well. Things my parents did, no clue. Oh, it's time's up.
Well, we may be sticking around depending on how hard it's raining and we're trying to adapt. And we do appreciate you dressing in Seminole regalia.
Yes.
Ruben maybe not.
Well, I'm all right, just so you know.
A little poking fun at you as well. You are welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Please come have breakfast with us. Consider coming back. This is a coffee cup, small memento of the time you spent with us here today. It's a good cup of coffee, it is that. Thank you very much for
Thank
your
you.
service.
Thank you.
All right.
To make y'all feel better, the extension office, we got chamber bitter, we got spurge, we got nutsedge. Nutsedge is another terrible weed. So you know, everyone's dealing with that weed right now, so don't feel too bad. A lot of times I tell folks my office is almost like a therapist office, where I have to sit them down in the chair and tell them that there's no really quick fix to the problem. You know, especially sod. A lot of times they come in with browning sod, and turf is one that you want to take care of your turf all year long, mowing it properly. That's the biggest, mistake I see is people mowing their grass too short. And if you do that time after time, you're stressing out your grass, and it's just bound to get a fungal problem. So a lot of times I sit them down, and there's no really way to fix this right away. You just need to take care of your lawn all year long, and I got to kind of smooth it out.
Well, I had called, years ago, I called an extension agent, and they transferred me to a test farm over in Monticello, near Monticello. And they had agricultural specialists over there, and they said that you can't find any pesticide or anything to kill this plant, what they call philanthus. And they said that you should kill it back, knock it back for 3 or 4 months, but it'll come right back.
What we would need to do, we got to make sure we're talking about the same weed first.
Yeah.
So, bring in a sample, send us a picture, and we'll try to figure it out. Now, who's the most famous extension agent?
Paul.
No,
I'm not an agent.
No, the Green Acres. Y'all remember Green Acres? Yeah, he was an extension agent.
Really?
Yeah.
All
I want to say this is the most we've talked about weed that didn't involve medicinal marijuana. I'm sure you can. I'm gonna say it's a big issue.
The next one is hemp, industrial hemp.
Gotta make bells and roses.
That's right.
All right, let me provide you with a small memento of having been here. It's a good coffee cup. Some coffee cups are better about keeping your coffee warm. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's a good one. Right?
It tastes better.
It's a good one.
All right, well, thank you for having me, John.
Very fascinated with your field, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in law. And yes, I would definitely see something in getting a law degree is something I want to do. Not necessarily that being my main profession, but yes.
All right. Thank you. Any more questions? Okay, Lon, here are all the tickets if you want to draw one out.
Okay. And read the last two
Last
numbers.
3 numbers.
It is 728.
728. Somebody, here we go. All right, Bart. Yes, you do.
I apologize for how nervous I was today. It is Wednesday, my first week of school, and I'm a whole bunch of everything all at the same time.
Where do you go to school?
I go to a Clay.
Okay.
I'm an 8th grader. Yep.
Just when did we learn to look more at screens than to look into each other's eyes? And how did we grow to see our streets become cemeteries for our children's lives? Can we put war and hatred to rest? Love one another has to be our request. No more hatred and no more bigotry. I wanna love, let it start with me. I'm working to be, I'm working to see love in any language. I'm living to know, I live.
Oh my goodness, the Kiwanis Secret Service, featuring our own Lieutenant Governor of Kiwanis International, Tommy Mills. And the #1 security protector of the coveted words for this auspicious event, Early Harris. Thank you so much work putting together tonight's events with regards to the production and the use of the words that we're going to use. And that is
proudly present to you the famous 132-piece marching band of the Florida A&M College, under the direction of William P. Foster and Robert B. Elliott, assistant director. Now, Florida's famed Marching 100 with Benjamin Grooms, drum major.
Military marches, we play some of the most difficult marches written. Rolling Thunder, Circus Bee, Stormy Sunshine, Flight of the Bumblebee, you name it. and because we concentrate so much on the musicality. And so the second day, we concentrate on the music that they have been issued prior to that, and technology is so advanced now, in fact, it's beyond me, but the technology now, they can go on the computer on the web page and get their drill sheets out. They can run the show and can actually see what's going to happen because of technology. And so we get the charts and give them to them. The third day of the rehearsal sequence of a band pageant, we start to put the two together, to combine the show to think about what props we need in order to produce the halftime show. There are things that we do. We made a rocket, and we marched the rocket down the field, and we had fire extinguishers at the back propelling the rocket. The only thing, I didn't do enough research because I didn't realize when you put those fire extinguishers out, the content spreads, and so everybody in the back of on the sideline got a whiff of the fire extinguisher content. So, but that was unique, and we planned, well, we're going to need to have some fire hydrants. We did a Michael Jackson show, and after we made a replica of Michael Jackson on the field, and we made his face, and once we formed his body, we put the face on the field. Well, that took some time because we planned it, and then we had to have the face made. We did another show, a salute to Superman. We made a formation wherein we had a cape on Superman, and he flew down the field. Cool. These things were really, really complicated. The other one we did, we had a football, and a quarterback and a receiver. Mr. Quarterback making ninth grade. Can you believe that? But we made this stick man of a quarterback and another one of a wide receiver. The quarterback, through animation, the quarterback moved back, threw the ball. The ball consisted of band members, of course, and then the ball went downfield. The other receiver, by animation, went down, caught the ball, and then scored a touchdown. And all of that was done through charting and as a part of the kind of things we need. On the fourth day, we start to put all of it together. The continuity, we take it step by step. We take 16 counts of music, 32 counts of music, etc., until we know the entire show. Then the fifth day will be run through, sequence. We don't stop for anything because, you have to, if you're going to give a performance, there must be a time when you run through without stopping. Football players play and they rehearse, they practice, track teams practice, but they have to get some point where they run the whole football game or run the entire event. And so we do that consistently. We practice from 3:35 to 5:40 daily. During pre-drill, which is a week before classes start, we do 3 days. We do 7 to 9, we do 1 to 3 p.m., 7 to 9 a.m., and then we do from 7 o'clock until we finish. And sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 3 hours, sometimes it's 4 hours, because they're committed. They have a great deal of pride in the organization that really was built over a period of time, and they have a great deal of pride. But now once classes start, it's 3:35 to 5:40, and we have to plan what we're going to do. We don't like to get in rehearsal as a staff and learn the show as we're teaching it. I have to get that show in my mind so that when I tell them something, they know what to do. I give them a chart. At one time, I thought that, Julian, you make your living moving little men across the field and putting dots and making pictures of formation. I said, you know what? I wonder if you're really worth anything. You were kind of smart in school. Why don't you be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, something like that? But then as time progressed, I said, well, Julian, maybe you are something important because you were entertaining folks. What would the football game be without a halftime show? We mold lives. We build quality character to future citizens, to leaders in the United States and in the world. So I said, well, maybe the things I'm doing are really important to life, the lives of these young kids, and to the audience that receive it. So we run that show over and over again. We get it all in place. And then the other thing about being in the band, as we may or may not know, the academic requirements are high. You have to have a 2.3 GPA in order to be in the band, and most of the GPAs are much higher. They're required to attend class, and if they drop a class, then they can't play in the band anymore. So, anymore that particular year. So they are very conscious about their academics. And so I'm going to show you some pictures of the Florida A&M Band. The first is the Florida A&M Band in 1952. We do the popular, we do the jazz, we do the country music, so we can appeal to a wide variety of students in the band. And so that in a nutshell is what we do. The video will show you a lot, and perhaps I'll get it, Mickey, and send it, and you can, at some point in time, when you can present it to them. So at this time, I apologize for not going longer, but then sometimes my students say, Doc, sometimes you talk too long, and I have a thing about talking in rehearsals. I say that, I'm going to talk to you, and if I talk too long, you raise your hand. If I continue to talk, you stand up. And if I continue to talk, you walk out. So I'm not going to let that happen, but I do hope that I can answer any questions that you may have about the Florida A&M Band, myself, and Dr. Foster, anything else. So if anybody has any questions, yes, sir.
Weren't y'all a part of the Drumline movie?
No, we were not. Great question. Drumline originated on the campus of Florida A&M University. They did the research, they found out what the kind of things that HBCU bands do, the drills, the dance routines, the things that's different from traditional college bands. And so we got through it, and producing it in Tallahassee would have been expensive. But producing it in Atlanta, because of the size and the airport, this kind of thing, and travel facilities, they decided to do it there. So they wrote the script, and they had this fictitious band. If you didn't see the movie, they had this fictitious band, and then they had the Morris Brown Band. And the competition, or the drumline competition, and the marching competition would be one band would win. And that band was already designated as the fictitious band. I don't remember the name of it, the Panther, Atlanta, something like that. And so that meant we would be in a losing category. And so they wrote the script, and I said, sir, I can't do that because we don't win, we don't lose. We're not accustomed to losing. They rewrote the script, and I said, no, the only way we would be in this is that we'd be the winning band. Maybe you could change your whole thing around. And they were like, they wouldn't do that. And I don't blame them, I don't hold it against them. But we decided not to be in the movie because I would have a difficult time explaining to the city of Tallahassee, to our alumni, and this thing like that, why did you put us in a losing situation? Because we're not accustomed to lose. So that's why we were not in the Drumline movie. Yeah, so,
Just when did we learn to look more at screens than to look into each other's eyes? And how did we grow to see our streets become cemeteries for our children's lives? Can we put war and hatred to rest? Love one another has to be a request. No more hatred and no more big Just how can we find a way to live our lives with peace in all our neighborhoods? And how can we learn to have respect for those who may seem to have a different look? Can we put war and hatred to rest? Love one another has to be our request. No more hatred and no more bigotry. No, I wanna love. Let it start with me. Yeah. Hey. Love in any language. Living to know. I wanna know. Love in any language. Love in any language. Hey, hey. Love in any language. I want to know. We can't counterfeit love. No, it's got to be real. We can't live without love, but we've got to love all over the world. Hey, all over the
I'm very fascinated with your field, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in law. And yes, I would definitely see something in getting a law degree is something I want to do. Not necessarily that being my main profession, but yes.
All right, thank you. Any more questions? Okay, Blum, here are all the tickets if you want to draw one out.
Okay. And read the last two
Last
numbers.
three numbers.
It is 728.
728. Somebody, here we go.
All right, Mark.
Yes, you do.
I apologize for how nervous I was today. It is Wednesday, my first week of school, and I'm a whole bunch of everything all at the same time.
Where do you go to school?
I go to a Clay.
Okay.
It's today. Hey, 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 hey. Listen, just how can we find a way to live our lives with peace in all our neighborhoods? And how can we learn to have respect for those who may seem to have a different look?
All three right or all three wrong? Starting with all three right. And all three wrong.
I thought it was your place.
Jim's still eating, he doesn't know.
Enjoy it. 2 out of 3.
If you like this experience, I suggest you attend the Dining in the Dark experience put on by Lighthouse Youth Band. It's in October. This year it is October 14th, and it is going to be, it's led by members of the SWAT team, which is a very interesting, fun experience. The event will be held on October 14th, during which is Vision Awareness Month. October is Vision Awareness Month. And it is every year. Hooray. Months repeat every year. That's how life works. I'll be there with my family, which is going to be If you'd like to know what you can do to help my cause, you can support Lighthouse of Big Bend, start a prescription eyeglass fund, or even get a state vision license plate. Next, you can encourage your grandchildren and children to attend the BB I helped host one at the I helped host one at the Pisgah United Methodist Church. It is for kids with varying impairments, and we also have vision simulation goggles, which show what it's like to be with a visionary parent of all different types. So you're not just in a blindfold, which means you are without sight completely, and you have different ones of all different types. We also,
Tallahassee Northside Kiwanis Club coffee cup tastes particularly good out of there. I wish they didn't have the made in China label on the bottom, but it is what it is. Good enough, please, if you can figure out how to do that. Thank you. Do you have any business cards or?
I do have sent an invitation to our Northside Kiwanis group. We are a lively group that meets at 7 a.m. They're called the Early Risers, and we have a lot of entertaining speakers, and we would just love to have anybody come out and join us for a free breakfast and hear our program.
Join us. Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
Join us. Únete, por favor.
Join us.
Join us, please.
Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to our first annual Kiwanis Adult Spelling Bee. We're going to start off the right way. I'm going to ask Bill Scott to lead us in prayer.
Our Father, we pause to thank you for this occasion. The wisest man Solomon said, "Blessed is he that findeth wisdom, and he that findeth understanding." And certainly in spelling, there's wisdom inherent in understanding. We pray your blessing upon this occasion. We thank you for a fun time, for the time of fellowship, ever endeavor to make this a better place. Thank you for the occasion that we have, and we ask your blessing on it all in Christ's name. Amen.
All right. Well, I'm Bonnie Scott Walls. I am with the Tallahassee Northside Kiwanis Club Early Risers. Yes. We have about 40 members, and we meet every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. And we have a hot breakfast, and entertaining speakers come and meet with us. And that's at the fellowship hall at Faith Presbyterian. And so we want to invite all of you to come out if you want to be part of Kiwanis, to come out and have breakfast with us and see what it's all about. Our mission is to help children in the community, and that's what the money tonight is going toward. And so it's all for a good cause. If you're interested in knowing more about Kiwanis, we have a web page. It is at the Northsidekiwanis.org, and I would invite you to go out there and check it out. Also, any of our members are walking around with their name badges. Be sure and ask them any questions you want to know about Kiwanis, and they'd be happy to talk to you. I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight that promoted this and helped us get this off the ground, and just without them, none of this would have happened. And especially want to thank Celebration Baptist Church for helping us and giving us this wonderful place to have our spelling bee. So I also want to thank Bob Cummings, who brought this idea to us and had a vision for this spelling bee, and it's just coming together so well. So I'm going to turn it over to Bob now and let him take control.
Thank you all for being here. I looked out there and I know the guys that were cooking the hot dogs and serving the food worked hard. They set up and we prayed for no rain, and we didn't get any rain. So it was a blessed night. But I want to thank all of you, the sponsors, the spellers, the CKI folks, the kids from FSU and TCC are just great. And some of these young folks come to our 7 o'clock in the morning meetings. And it's just great to see them participating. And there's a special one over here known as the Bee. Okay, you're going to see her quite a bit tonight, and I'll tell you how it's going to work. But my job is to explain the rules, and I'm going to ask if we can kind of keep the noise down, because the teams are going to be conferring with each other, the three members of the team. So they need some quiet, and hopefully it'll go smooth tonight. Let's see, all cell phones, I'd ask you to put them on mute if you can. So if you could grab them up and put them on mute, that'll help us.
And Bob, there are baskets in the middle of the table.
And we have a basket in the middle of the table. If you want to put them in there, that'd be great. And we'd ask the teams not to check Yahoo or Google or any place else for the spelling. We'd ask them, don't consult.
Will the monitors, please, meet outside, right outside the room, to the right. All the monitors.
Somebody's missing the spelling, so Eddie just has to.
Sure.
Why she didn't say anything.
Spelling bees in Leon County, but not an adult spelling bee. So this is really an inaugural event. So, you know, when we talk about spelling bees, wait a minute, we have to have words. We have to have words. Now, I know everything's been under careful security, but where are the words? Oh my goodness, the Kiwanis Secret Service, featuring our own Lieutenant Governor of Kiwanis International, Tommy Mills. And the #1 security protector of the coveted words for this auspicious event, Early Harris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we appreciate all of the security you've given us, and to make sure everybody understands that this has all been a big secret as to what the words would be, right? Well, prior to get starting though, who's got the key? Key. Oh, it's a combination. A combination.
I think I know what it is.
You got the combination?
I think I do.
What's the combination?
It's Kiwanis.
Kiwanis! We're in business! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Early and Tommy. I'd like to introduce to you, seriously, the guy that has done so much work putting together tonight's events with regards to the production of the use of the words that we're going to use. And that is Jerry Williamson. Jerry, stand back up. I've known Jerry for many, many years. In fact, Jerry and his brother Paul, where's Paul? We're actually fraternity brothers. And so we've known each other for a long, long time. And I really got to spend a lot of time with Jerry in preparation for tonight's event. Now, I can't say enough about our producer and director, Bob Cumming. A lot of you know Bob well, and he is one of the finest gentlemen that you could ever be in the presence of. Secondly, he had a tremendous law enforcement career. Everybody here that worked for FDLE, and I know there's a whole bunch of you here, you remember Bob from his FDLE days. Now, if you know anything about the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, you know they're the biggest snoops in Florida. They can find out anything. You'd be really surprised to the depths they go to get information. Now, what I'm going to tell you, y'all listen carefully. What I'm going to tell you is, at first, you're going to be mad at me. And if you knew this ahead of time, you spellers, you would not have come tonight. You'd say, no way. We did not ask for your social security numbers, but we did have your names. And FDLE, with all of their resources, guess what? They were able to get copies of each of you spellers, your grades from 1 to 5, and paying attention to your spelling grade. Now, why did they do that? Because we had to know, for Jerry's sake, what the degree of difficulty of these words would need to be. And so they averaged all those grades, and that gave us a direct ratio relative to the degree of difficulty. So, without any further thoughts except one, and that is this. Even though you might like to, you cannot ask me a question. And Bob's probably shared this with you. I'm going to do it again. I am going to repeat the word 2 times. And then I'm going to use it in a sentence of conversation. Then I will repeat the word again. But by no means can you stop and say, I need to hear it again. We have to abide by certification rules for an authentic spelling bee, which this is. So we're going to do that. Now, that's why you should have monitors available for you. If you don't have one, then we'll find one as a substitute for you. But we're going to keep this thing in a timely fashion. And one of the things you're going to see after the last time that I pronounce the word, you're going to see a clock ticking down. And you only have, how long? Where's Manny?
2 minutes.
That's right. You got 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes. You have got to finish your argument with your teammates and write in block letters, print so it can be read what your answer is, okay? Now, coming back to the fact of averaging your grades to get the degree of difficulty, 2019, the inaugural year of the first adult spelling bee in Tallahassee, Florida, and thanks so much to Celebration Baptist for letting us use their beautiful, beautiful facility here. Well, here it is. Y'all ready? Everybody ready? You got your pencils ready? Yeah. All right. First word, cat. I thought more of y'all than that would get it. Okay, seriously, here we go. The first word, beginning. A rudimentary stage or early period. Beginning. If you're late, you'll miss the beginning of the meeting. Beginning.
It's going to read the correct spelling and hear it hard.
I know. When intermission is at 8. Later, they get really difficult words.
Time is up. Did we have anybody that missed the word? Oh, 3 tables in the back. No, just 2. Next word, you ready? Dormitories. Oh, I'm sorry. I figured if they didn't miss it, then you had to spell it. B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G. Dormitories.
We have a misspell?
Monitor has a question. As we go along, and your monitors, y'all did a good job, and we determined that the spelling is incorrect. Please let us know so our bee can do her job very quickly. And we're on dormitories. Dormitories. Graham does not live in a dormitory. He'd rather reside in his fraternity house. Dormitories. That is plural. Dormitories. Dormitories, D-O-R-M-I-T-O-R-I-E-S. D-O-R-M-I-T-O-R-I-E-S. Monitors, anybody miss it? We need help for our B. Here comes our B. All right. Boom. Is our B finished? No, not finished. Have one more? You finished? Okay. Next word, here we go. Separate. Separate. The teacher had to separate two boys in the class. Separate. I know y'all think that 2 minutes is a long time. Y'all just hang in there for the rest of the picture show. You'll see what happens. So. All right. Separate. S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. Separate. How about for the B? B in business?
Y'all just want to go home early. You can't be back. Yeah.
He's sitting like straight across. I have to look between people.
All right. All balloons popped need to be popped. Next word, moving right along. Bellwether. Bellwether. Kiwanis is a bellwether of the needs of children. Bellwether.
But I was thinking it might be more like this is like area. And haul them up. Yeah, 1 minute. As it gets noisy. I haven't been around in a minute.
Bellwether, Bellwether. Bellwether.
The B is. I see one. I see one table with 3 balloons. 2 tables with 3 Mylar balloons don't pop. Mylar balloons don't pop as easily.
Moving right along, right? Everybody done, right? Oh, we missed one. B, in the back, middle row. All right, that all? Next word. Extravaganza. Extravaganza. The Super Bowl had an over-the-top extravaganza.
Number 5.
Extravaganza. EXTRAVAGANZA. EXTRAVAGANZA Extravaganza. Hey, any balloons to pop? Our bee is ready when you are. Raise your hand. We got a bee job here. All right. Any others? Well, you're not quite as given out as you were before, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Moving right along, and we're going to pick up tempos, so y'all hang in there. But right now, we're going to the next word, hygiene. Hygiene. He has very poor hygiene. He needs to bathe. Hygiene. While we're watching the clock go down, I want to make one announcement. Jim Hankinson in the back. Jim, I believe our Mother's Day program is May 6th, is that correct? That's a Monday. Monday evening, this is a wonderful thing to honor you as a mother and to honor your mother or a dear friend at Faith Presbyterian Church. I think it starts at 6 o'clock, is that correct? It's a lot of fun. There's a silent and live auction. And we'd encourage you to come and be part of it. You can see any member of the Kiwanis Club before you leave, and they'll make sure you get a reminder of it. We'd love to have you in attendance. It's turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful thing that Jim heads up every year. Okay, here we go. Hygiene.
Wait.
Not quite there, are we?
Where they have all the pumpkins.
Family. Hygiene. 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 Okay, any work for the bee? Any work for the bee in the back? All the way in the back, and then to the other side, the south side. Okay, let's move it on forward here to the next word. This is word number 7 of section 1. Correspondence. Correspondence. They communicated by telephone and correspondence. Y'all are such good spellers, we don't really need 2 minutes, do we? Well, you'll find out that we don't need 2 minutes. Shortly. Correspondence, C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-E-N-C-E. Correspondence. C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-E-N-C-E. Correspondence. Any work for the bee? Raise your hands high. The bee is on patrol. That was the only one we had? Kimmy, was that the only one? It looks like it. They might be lying, Kimmy. You know. Let's give a big hand for our bee. She's been doing a great job, I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Correspondence. Okay, here we go. Next word, advertisement. Advertisement. The advertisement was in the paper. Advertisement. Any of you folks, long-time Tallahasseans, did you ever listen to WMEN in the Florida Hotel in downtown Tallahassee? You ever listen to that radio station? Well, I worked there part-time while I was fighting my way through FSU. WMEN, the Floridian Hotel, Tallahassee, Florida. Okay. Almost there. Advertisement. A-D-V-E-R-T-I-S-E-M-E-N-T. A-D-V-E-R-T-I-S-E-M-E-N-T. And the bee is on the patrol.
Can't tell when this team is down.
All right, we're going to move right along, and here we go. Questionnaire. Questionnaire. Doctors' offices are very fond of questionnaires. Questionnaire. That will be singular. Questionnaire. couple little housekeeping things while you're working on questionnaire. We've got a break coming up. Don't leave till I tell you when, if you don't mind. But there are restrooms out this door and to the right, and there are more of them downstairs as well. And we'll be taking, how long, Bob? We're going to take a little 10-minute, some change break after this section. So hang in there.
That's how I learned to do it.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That's cute.
That's capital.
That's a slow clock, isn't it? It's okay.
My granddaughter that is in ninth grade cannot read any cursive.
Questionnaire is spelled Q-U-E-S-T-I-O-N-N-A-I-R-E. 2 N's. Double N's. Okay, work for the B. Work for the B, raise your hand. Right. Being finished with the job. Next word. Recommendation. Recommendation.
Yes, definitely. For the monitors,
Position.
meet outside, right outside the room, to the right. All the monitors.
Hey, if y'all got a birthday party planned or something, don't go to the dollar store looking for balloons. They don't have any. Check. You know, I always said that if I was about to die, I'd want to get on a treadmill for 15 minutes. Because that's the longest period of time. 15 minutes on a treadmill. Watching that clock, it really goes slow, doesn't it? Recommendation is spelled RECOMMENDATION. 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 All right. Any others? Hey, that's good. We didn't have one. Wow. Oh, we got one in the back. Way back, second table from the back, Kimmy.
We still have 5 bullets.
Okay, that's it. Pressing on. We're getting close to the break time now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Many things are unbelievable. Kenny? A second. Come up here. While y'all are trying to spell unbelievable, I want to ask Kenny why she's here and what's her relationship with our wonderful Kiwanis Club. Kenny, tell them about it.
I am part of the Circle K International, which is the collegiate version of Kiwanis.
Thank you. Collegiate version of Kiwanis. And you know, one of the things, if you're thinking about it, we would love to have you consider becoming part of our organization. And I think that one of the things you'll have to learn to do if you can't do that is get up early. We're early risers, and we meet on Wednesday mornings. Program starts at 7 o'clock, and our FSU students, they're always on time. I'm proud of them. Okay, unbelievable, UNBELIEVABLE. 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 All right, we're going down now to the thank you. We're going down to the last card of the first session, and what you're going to find out is things are going to speed up immensely, and the degree of difficulty shall increase. Okay? Now, so let's get this one, and stay tuned for a very important announcement. Okay? Here we go. It's a word that everybody uses many times, especially if you have small children. Immediately, go immediately to your room. Immediately.
Will the monitors please meet outside? Right outside the room, to the right. All the monitors.
IMMEDIATE, immediately IMMEDIATELY. Look for the beat. Kenny on vacation? You on vacation, Kenny? Wow, that's impressive. All right. Anybody here from Georgia? Anybody here from Georgia? Okay. Tell you about somebody. Somebody in this country there's an all-state basketball metropolitan town city of Hayden. Now, if you've never been to Hayden, you're not going to believe this. On a dare with a good friend of his, he applied for a job with the FBI right out of high school. But at the last minute, his buddy backed out. But he got chosen. So here he goes, packs his one suitcase, he gets on trail roads, and he goes to Washington, D.C. to start his law enforcement career. And who I'm talking about tonight is a very, very good friend of mine in many years. And tonight, we celebrate the birthday of one of the finest men, one of the finest law enforcement individuals in the United States. My good friend, your good friend. And I'd like to ask his family to come up in front of the stage, please. Gavin, Graham, Melanie, if y'all would please come up this way. Eddie Boone. Mickey, can we get some shots? Mike Thomas. Mike, can you get some shots, please, of the Boone family? And that's good. You got Eddie in the middle here. Jason, move over here. Y'all, he needs to be in the center. Now you're talking. All right. Y'all help me? The 80th birthday, this day, for our friend Eddie Boone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eddie. Happy birthday to you. Okay, folks, we're gonna celebrate Eddie's birthday. There's cake in the back and some other things. Be back in your seats, please. Our director says 10 minutes. That's, you're gonna be running fast. Be back in your seats. Time when we get back, each word, 60 seconds. Okay.
I just wanted to thank the Action Group. They're the adults with special needs and disabilities here at Celebration. They made the birthday cake for my dad. And I just wanted to thank Danielle and all of the Action members that are here who did the birthday cake and helped set up.
Thank you, Gavin.
I know we need to get some of these. There's only 3 tables left with 3 people, with 3 balloons.
Yeah, good.
need some more water or anything? Okay. Okay.
There's not a million people. We did good. We had only one.
With his assistant over here, who's full-time at Celebration, Manny Munoz. Everybody, great hand for Manny Munoz. And you probably saw Anthony when he checked in out front, and every other Kiwanis that worked tonight. Thank you so much. All of you spectators, you were very kind to come. And as I said before, I'm out here, and we're going to turn it over to our director and our producer, Bob Cunningham.
Extend an invitation to our Northside Kiwanis group. We are a lively group that meets at 7 a.m. They're called the Early Risers, and we have a lot of entertaining speakers, and we would just love to have anybody come out and join us for a free breakfast and hear our program.
Join us. Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
Join us.
Únete, por favor.
Join us.
Join us, please.